I'm like, she just come in with it. It's my business card. I'm proud. Let me tell y'all why. First of all, thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining my channel. Thank you for supporting my channel. The love will forever be appreciated. The gratitude will forever be there with Toccara, Marjanine Taylor. Thank you guys so much. Y'all know when I say my whole government is real. I'm gonna give a story about my middle name. Is my two grandmother's name combined, and I'm gonna tell you each story on them, like little things that I remember. I don't remember too much about my grandmother on my mom's side because she passed away before I was born. So but I'm gonna give a story on my middle name. I might do that tomorrow. Yeah, but we'll see. Like I said, we'll see. Anyway, thank you for joining me here. Please like, subscribe, share. All of that is greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. Always, always, always. And like I said, share the channel, share, share. It doesn't cost to share. It doesn't cost to like. It doesn't cost not to click and view this video. Now, there are videos on YouTube that you got to pay for to watch, but this one right here, this channel right here, no, absolutely not. And YouTube and I ever come up on no mess and try to make people like I said, no, 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 no. Like I said, it's all free. Just to click it, just to like it, just to share it, just to view it. Okay? So please show that love and support. Not just to me, so all the YouTubers out there in the world that give you content, that give you videos, that step outside of their personal life and give y'all a glimpse, of their life and what's going on and stuff like that. Always, always, it's free to share a video. It's free to like it. It's free to subscribe to the channel. It's free, in a world that everything costs. This is just, just show that person some love and support, Always remember that, It's free to do all of this. So it's rewarding for the YouTuber, of course. We benefit financially from it, of course. But on your end, you don't have to, it's not a bill on your end. It's not a, you know what I'm saying? So think about it like that. It's not a bill on your end, But just always remember that. Anyway, they got my business card. They got my business. I know. I'm going to post it on my community board. I'm going to post it. I'm only going to post the front because the back is the same thing. But it's my information on here as far as my YouTube channel and my credentials, and just that's my painting on that card. That is one of my creations that I created. If you go ahead on and click on the video with that picture of that beach on it, that is one of my paintings. I never saw one of my paintings off a canvas. And I'm not gonna cry. 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 Okay, I might cry. But anyway, that's Scorpio for you. I might. Okay, whatever. Listen, this is beautiful to me. No matter what anybody else thinks, I will never care. No disrespect. Like, not that I won't care, but all that negativity, move to the back. You are not welcomed in here. To witness, to see your painting off a canvas, to see your painting off a canvas. This is my original painting on a business card. On a business card. I can design business cards with my paintings and more. And more is coming. Paint and sip books, fashion, you name it. More stuff is coming. This is my business card. This is my business card. This is Toccara's business card with her original painting on it. I never saw my painting off a canvas. I never saw my painting off a canvas. This is so real to me. This is too real to me. This is too real to me. And I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. It's too real to me. Yep, that's my painting on that card. It's the smallest I ever saw one of my paintings either, so it trips me out sometimes. I be looking at it like, I didn't even think my painting can go that small, but it did, and it still look good. That small, you can still see the detail in that painting. the trees, the sun, the water, the splash of the water. You can see everything, and you can see it in that little card. You can still see the painting so beautifully detailed, beautiful. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, man. It's God. It's God, it's the Ancestors Universe. I'm blessed. I thank God, the Ancestors Universe, for giving me that gift to paint, giving me that gift to just be Toccara, giving me this platform to be Toccara, giving me my voice to be Toccara, and I will never, ever, 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 ever forget like the blessing, the blessings with an S, definitely. I will never, I would never, never forget. But thank you, God, Ancestors Universe, for giving me the gift. And I just, yeah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to post it on my community post so you guys can really see the card. But the reason why I came here today was I want to do a topic about the 90s. I keep seeing 90s. I'm a fan. Let me just say this. I'm a fan of 90 movies. I will watch the movies that was made in the 2000 and beyond, and I will support some of them, of course. But I'm a 90s girl to the heart. I am a 90s girl to the heart. I will go back and watch Bruce Willis films from the 90s. I love his Die Hard films because I get to see all the structure of New York, how it was in the 90s. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. And you know I'm not editing it out because you know I edit it until I'm well and ready. And I'm telling you, I might not ever edit my videos. It got to be, like I said, a curse or something crazy for me to edit. I'm not editing because I want these videos to be real, raw, and real. It has to be something just super crazy, a curse, or something super, just crazy for me to edit it out. But if not, it's staying in there. Anyway, yes, I watched a lot of 90s movies, and I'm always looking back to that time, the 90s. I just saw this movie recently too. It's called Just Another Girl on the IRT. If you don't know that movie, just type it in, just look it up. If you want to know what the 90s was all about, that movie is so detailed. It's a Sundance film, I believe. Do not quote me on that. Do not quote me on that. It could be something else, but beautiful, beautiful. It's called Just Another Girl on the IRT. If you want to know what the 90s was about, the music, the clothing, the dancing, where we ate, where we shopped, that movie is based in New York in the 90s. Watch that movie. Watch that movie. Watch that. I mean, I saw that movie and I was like, oh my God, it's a time machine. That movie is a time machine. It takes you back to the 90s. It takes you back to when you had $1 and you went to the corner store and you could buy Mike and Ike's Now-Laters. You could buy Lemon Heads, Jawbreakers. You can buy Boston Baked Beans. Oh my God. I know I'm saying some of this stuff and you're like, oh my God, she's taking it back. I'm taking it way back. When you can, yes, like you had all this candy in this little paper bag and you were sharing it with your friends if you was sharing like that. Some people were stingy or whatever. But you had all this candy and you took it back, see your people, and you let them, have some candy, whatever like that. Well, they had bazookas, the gum, and it had like a comic strip inside of the gum. Oh my God. I used to get that gum just to read the comics on the strip. Man. They had like the whistle. They had this candy that was in the shape of a whistle, and it was like a lollipop. So you can blow the whistle. You can. Oh my God, it was so beautiful. It was just so cute. It was so cute, and it was creative, and it was beautiful. They had these like gummies that looked like hamburgers, and you could actually pull it apart and eat the gummy as a burger. It was so cute back in the day. The music was different. The music was bomb. The music was the message. Queen Latifah, MC Light, Zuggy Fresh, just all the Public Enemy, just all the artists of that time. Even Tupac in his time made dope videos, dope songs. Brenda had a baby, all this other stuff, you know, deep messages, deep stuff. And of course, as a child, you didn't really know what that song meant. But when you got older, you was like, oh, okay, that's what that meant. Yeah. You didn't understand it as a child. We watched the video, we thought it was dope because it was Tupac, but we didn't know it was some real, it was something real behind that video. But the Lost Boys. Queens, New York, if you don't know who the Lost Boys are, and I'm not talking about the movie, speaking of the Lost Boys, the movies was hot too. That vampire movie, The Lost Boys, that's one of my favorite movies. I watch that all the time. Yes, that's one of my movies, my little hits. But I'm talking about the Lost Boys, the artist, the rap group. They was with and they had a song with Mona Lisa. It was a singer back in the day. People don't even know who Mona Lisa is. They think it's just a painting. They think it's just a painting. I'm like, nah, type in Mona Lisa, the R&B artist from the 90s. Type in Mona Lisa, the 90s artist. She was singing back in the back in the day, and her and the Lost Boys had this hit record. Oh my God. The artist, Patra, the Jamaican artist. I know y'all remember Patra, Pull Up to My Bumper, Baby. I think that was one of her. I think that was one of her hits. And she had Yo Yo. 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 Just some of the stuff. And I know, like I said, as kids, we was listening to some of this music. We did not have a clue. We shouldn't have been listening to some of this music. We didn't. But it was just fun. It was just beautiful. It was just the messages that we didn't even understand at that age. We listen to them songs now and we was like, oh, okay, that's what they was saying. Whether it was a good message, whether it wasn't so what we were supposed to be listening to, whether it was too sexual, we had no business listening to it. It was just music from that time, R&B, hip hop. It was so beautiful at that time. The way we dressed. Everything wasn't so tight knit, showing off everything. BBLs didn't even exist, and if they did, we didn't know about it. It wasn't about breast implants, and nah, it was about just baggy clothes, cross colors. It was about having your boots on, but they wasn't laced up. It was about your laces being certain colors. It was about you know, your hair for the girls, your hair being curled up and a fly do. It was about coloring your hair a certain color, whatever like that. It was about the bamboo earrings, the big, beautiful earrings that you wore. It was it was about, and for the guys, like I said, it was about, you know, they have different names for them, but some people call them like jumpsuits or something like that. And then I remember the farmers that you would put on and you would chain in the front, you would click in the front and stuff like that. Um, just you know, the way y'all dressed back then, which y'all, you know, whether it was certain boots or no names, certain boots and stuff like that. Y'all know the famous boot everybody wear from New York. But just some of the things about the 90s that just bring so many beautiful memories. Just that, just it wasn't all about all of this stuff that is so idolized now. It was so simple back in the day, and we didn't care. We accepted, you know, Caucasian people in our crew. We accepted Spanish people in our crew. Long as you was cool and you were hip, we accepted you. Racism didn't even matter inside of the goddamn, you know, neighborhoods. We didn't care about none of that. You know, it was you know, basketball on the court. It was playing baseball, and all you had was a stick, literally like a broomstick to hit the ball. They ain't even had bats like that unless they had like bats in the house for security when people come in and stuff like that. That's what bats was for in that time. It was more so security. It wasn't playing baseball. um, but you know, just what we did growing up. Hide and go seek. Oh my God, the games we played growing up. Hide and go seek, blind man bluff. Where somebody would take a do-rag or something like that. Not a do-rag, one of them scarves, printed scarves. They was tied around your eyes, and they was turn you around like I think like 7 times, and then you had to go find everybody inside of the building and stuff like that. They turned it sexual throughout the years, but whatever. It was innocent for us back in the day. You just found that person, and then they would help you find the rest of us. Hide and seek. Um, just Scully. Like I said, if y'all know what Scully is a game where you took Play-Doh or putty, they called it. You put it inside of a cap of a juice, of a quarter water, we used to call it, the juices back in the day. And you would take the cap off that juice. You would fill it up with putty or Play-Doh, whatever you had, and it would be like, it was our version of pool. You would try to knock the other person out. Whoever stayed on the board the longest was the winners that they collected, or your tops. It was called Scully, and they would draw with chalk. They would draw a board. They would put numbers on that board, and you would have to try to pluck that person out or whatever like that. And coolest game, coolest game. People don't play Scully. No, they don't even know what that game is. That's a New York thing, I think. I don't know if they had it in other states, but that was the game right there. House parties that some kids had no business being a part of, honestly. But we had the little, the adults had the house party. We was running around, thinking we was grown, taking sips of they drink. We was bad. We was bad kids, but we didn't know it. You know what I'm saying? But just like I said, playing on the monkey bars and the seesaw. And it was always that one wicked person or that one wicked kid that would put you way up in the air, get off that seesaw, and you slam down. For the boys, this was worse, but for the girls, we felt it too. We was like, oh my God, you did not have to do that. But we went to Liberty Pool out there in Queens. Because we grew up in Jamaica, Queens. Me and my sister grew up in Jamaica, Queens. And my brother, my older brother, we grew up in Jamaica, Queens. And we went to Liberty Pool, going to the pool, getting dunked, and coming out that chlorine, letting the sun burn us. We look so dark. We always wonder why the summer we look so dark. And then in winter, we get our complexion back. It was that chlorine in that water mixed with that hot, hot sun. You had a tan. You had a tan for the whole summer, and you would not turn back to your original color until the winter and the fall. But we would go on Jamaica Avenue for the New Yorkers and Queens. We go to the Jamaica Avenue. We'll go walk through their malls and stuff like that. And it'll be the guys there selling stuff, the incense, the oils, the stuff that I still use today, which is crazy because I grew up on, certain oils like frankincense, cocoa mango, and stuff like that. And I still use that stuff today. I got cocoa mango and frankincense right on my desk over here. So them oils smell so good. You ever smell somebody and their dreads smell so good or their hair smells so good? You're like, what is you using? Them oils. Go to your local African market, anyone. They sell the incense, they sell the oils, they sell the shea butter, the cocoa butter. Man, listen. So just I was thinking about the 90s. I was like, man, we had some beautiful, beautiful moments back then, man. And like I said, it wasn't perfect. I would never say, because I'm very transparent and I'm always be. Whether it's online, offline, whatever. I'm not gonna say that my childhood was perfect, but I do remember incredible, incredible times in the 90s, growing up with my sister and my brother, my mom, and stuff like that. My dad came in. My dad was something else too. He was a good guy. Like I said, I remember a certain memory with him. We laugh about it today. Um, he gonna kill me probably for telling this story, but he'll get over it. I was thick there. I was always thick, but I was a thick kid too. And Mrs. Softy would come through. Mrs. Softy was the ice cream truck. That's why I said I'm gonna say these words. Y'all probably some people, who the hell is Mrs. Softy? What the hell? It was an ice cream truck. It wasn't nothing sick or crazy or no. It was an ice cream truck that comes through and served all kind of ice cream cones, whatever you wanted. They had all the Disney characters and all of that on the stick or whatever like that. It was cute. We called him Mrs. Softy. He'd come through. One time he came through and my dad was like way down the block and I was like, I want want money to go get the ice cream, whatever like that. And I was rushing, rushing, rushing. And I was like, and I got angry with him. I was like, yo, Dad, I think I got really, he turned around. He grabbed me up so quick. He ripped my shirt. He was like, who the heck is you talking to like that? And I was like, and I was like, you scared me to death. He was like, he was like, I had to put you in your place. And I was like, as a child, you scared you didn't get it. But I should not have been screaming at my dad like that over no ice cream ever. And To this day, I still love ice cream. I ain't change it, but I was like, girl, I will not talk to my dad like that again about no ice cream. But we be laughing about it now. But yeah, that's a memory that I remember with him over that. But yeah, Mrs. Softy used to ride through the. That's how you knew the summertime was there. That's how you knew the summer was there. Between Mrs. Softy riding around, I heard an ice cream truck over here in Maryland and Laurel. And I was like, that is not Mrs. Softy. Something said, first of all, that's not Mrs. Softy because Mrs. Softy is all the way in your childhood. And secondly, but the music that this ice cream truck was playing, I went to go pull back the blinds and I was like, you found me all the way in Maryland. That was the cutest thing ever. I was like, what Mrs. Softy doing in Maryland? But they had an ice cream truck in Laurel that was going around. But if it wasn't Mr. Softy, if it wasn't the ice cream guy that was driving around, it was the Spanish lady or guy, and they would have these carts. And like I said, they had like this big black block of ice, and they had like this metal thing or this like, and they would shave the ice and they would put it. We call them Italian ices, or we call her the ice lady if it was the or the ice guy, and they will put it in a cup and they will sprinkle like this flavored syrup on it, and they usually came in like mango, coconut, strawberry or something like that. You can get one flavor or you can get two mixed. They'll do whatever they you want. And it was just so cute, and I was like, oh, but that's how you knew the summer was there. That's for us kids. That was our signal. That that time. Like when we saw the ice cream, when we saw Mr. Softy pull up, and when we saw the ice lady or the ice guy, we was like, well, summer's here. Whether school was out or not, we knew it was summertime because they came on the block. So, but it was just different memories, man. Different memories that just take you back in time. You used to watch a certain movie, we was like, oh man, I wish I can go back to this. I watched Spike Lee movie too recently, Do the Right Thing. That's another movie. If you want to know how it was back in the 90s at that time, the whole scene of them taking a can, rubbing it against the ground, and the sprinkle, and they got the fire hydrant on, and it's sprinkling all over people and stuff. We used to love that. Girls hated it because they didn't want to get wet. If they was acting too bougie or cute, we hated it. But the guys would grab them up just like they did in that movie and get them wet, and we would be mad all damn day. Don't talk to us. We were mad. Especially if we had our little earrings on and we had our little curl up and we thought we was cute that day, and you gonna get us wet like that? It wasn't even about, hair getting wet or weaves and nothing like that getting wet. It was like we thought we was cute, so we didn't want to be wet. So we would be mad at them all day. Like, get away from me. Get away, don't talk to me. And it wasn't necessarily boyfriends or nothing like that. But it was just guys in the neighborhood that did that to girls. And we were just irritated behind that. But the 4th of Julys were beautiful. The fireworks. I know you guys know about the M80s that they would light off. And the M80s, I'm talking about fireworks. The M80s was so powerful that when they went to go light them back in the day, it would make car alarm goes off. Like, it would make car alarm go off. The only thing I don't like, and they still do today, and I think it's dangerous, and please, if you still do this to this day, please, please, please try not to. And if you're going to do this, please be out in the area where there's no kids or other people around, please. They will go up to the roof and they would have a gun and they would let off a few shots to them. That was like their way of saying happy, New Year, or for the 4th of July. That's what they would do. So many people have lost their lives because those bullets ricocheted off of something and went inside somebody's window and hurt somebody's child or an adult. Please, if y'all don't have to do that part, don't do that part. Don't hurt nobody, catch a kid or nobody, or don't take a life because you wanted to do something fun. Stick to those fireworks. Stick to lighting the fireworks and the ones that make that little cute whistle and make the beautiful lights go up. Keep it playful. Keep it beautiful. Keep it beautiful. Don't take a life trying to do too much. You see what I'm saying? Don't take a life trying to do too much with the fireworks. With the shooting and stuff, with the gun stuff. Don't do too much. Keep it innocent. Keep it beautiful. Don't hurt nobody's child or take a life because you're doing too much. And they still do this to this day. Like, they still, and I'm like, are you serious? It's 2024. Y'all still shooting guns up in the air? So be careful. Those bullets could ricochet, and to take a life is not worth it. You're gonna hurt that family. Your family gonna be hurt. It's not worth it. So please get away from doing that. Keep it firework. Keep it fun. Keep it beautiful. Keep it classy. Keep it nice. Okay. But yeah, that's my memory lane for you guys. Y'all can tell us what the 80s was about, because I was born in the 80s, but I didn't experience it as a child. I'm sure the 70s were beautiful. I'm sure, even the 2000s, the 2000s was cool. They call the 2000 Millennium X people, but don't do that to them. The 2000s are cool too. It's just that things changed, different morals came about, different things came about. And for the people that from the 90s and the 80s, we seen a difference, even our elderly people. Some people got with it with evolution. Some people was like, that's tacky, that's whack. So to each his own. How you feel about the new millennium? How y'all feel about the 2000 coming in and how it's trying to kind of change some things? But time has to evolve. Things has to grow and be different. It's not gonna stay the same. It's just not, you know. It's just not gonna stay the same. I also saw something on online. They were showing you the Married with Children house, how it was in episodes and how it is now, how it look now. And I was like, oh, that's another show I used to watch back in the 90s. Al Bundy, Alf. I used to watch Alf. Um, just all types of shows like Family Matters. I used to watch. A different world. They had a reunion lately, and all of them, they still look good. They still look good, but they had a reunion lately. But yeah, so I used to watch A Different World and stuff like that. So just big shout out to the 90s, man. The what we wore, what we ate, the music we listened to, the childhood memories for the people who's growing up, as children and stuff like that. Big huge shout out to the 90s, man. Big huge shout outs to the 90s, man. Like artists like Selena, Aaliyah came out in that time. Beautiful, beautiful artists. That's what I said, they would never be forgotten. Never. Not over here. But yeah, just big shout out to the 90s, man. Big shout out to the 90s. If I had a time machine to go back, if they ever created like something digital, like say, hold up, Toccara, we don't got that time machine, but we do got something that you can, like a visor or something like that, or something that you can put on your eyes, one of them like AI things, and we can't take you back, but you can feel like you're back in that time. I'm buying it. I'm telling you right now, I'm buying it. I'm like, so you're gonna put me back in the 90s? Like, I'm able to feel like I'm walking past like a certain store or certain things. Man, just to get that feeling back, man. You know how many elderly people will benefit from something like that? To be back in their time. Not saying that their time was perfect either. God knows what they was dealing with in their time as well, as far as, the whole racial thing and stuff like that. But they also had beautiful memories. Their friends, their family, their birthdays. It was also beautiful memories there too. It wasn't all just bad. Do you know what that would do for an elderly person? If they could put something on and go back in time and be like, man, that'll make their day too. Like, I remember that time. Like, you know what I'm saying? So just big shout out, like I said, to me, the 90s. If anybody got an 80s story, a 70s story, feel free to share it. I would definitely watch it to know what it was like in y'all decade, in y'all time too, growing up as a child. Let me know, man. I would love to learn some things. I would love to learn what y'all was into at that time. What was y'all thing? What was y'all music? What was y'all thing, man? I don't even know about the 90s. I don't even know about the 90s. That was the greatest decade to me, you know. So, with that being said, stay blessed, stay beautiful, stay focused, and stay positive. They're open, focused, and like I always say at the end of all my videos, peace from a nerd. I will be posting my business card with my painting on it on my community board. Check out that and my other social media as well. Peace from a nerd, guys. Thank you for joining me down memory lane. Bye.